In this video, we turn my beaten up old /4x4 into a 6S monster. Alright guys, how you doing? In this video, we're going to be taking apart this old /4x4 and giving it a fresh boost of life with a whole load of new parts. Also guys, if you want to make a little bit of extra cash on the side, or if you want to quit your job and work full time for yourself, the perfect place to start guys is eBay. I made $100,000 profit last year guys, and I made an eBay course showing you guys exactly how you can do the same thing. So check in the link in the description below guys, and I'll show you exactly how I did it in a step-by-step guide. Alright guys, let's get to the video. Alright, so here we have my /4x4. We took it to the skate park the other day just to finish it off before the rebuild, and I couldn't kill it. The only thing that broke was one of these monkey metal drive shafts that Steve gave me. I don't know where there must be some sort of a China special, I'm not sure what make they are, but it snapped off on the axle. Everything else on this thing, guys, held up really, really well. The only thing that I could fault on this so far, as long as I've had it, I've really given this thing such a beating, guys. It's unreal. If you go back and have a look at some of my other videos, you can see exactly the sort of torture I put this thing through. But the weak spot is pretty much the shafts. I replaced the rear shafts for these Traxxas ones. They're quite expensive, and people did tell me they're not that good, but they've been alright so far. At the front, the plastic, for the most part, haven't been too bad. I've broken a couple. The other thing that's a bit of a weak spot is this centre drive shaft. So I've got this Techno RC one there, so I'll be putting that in. A few other people have said to me about the arms being a weak spot, but I've really given this thing a beating, and the arms are held up fine. So I have got a set of RPM arms hanging up here, but I'm not going to put them on yet because these are still fine. Also, I've got the RPM front bumper. Even though this has taken a good beating, it has come away a little bit there. And I have got a new one here to try anyway. And the only other thing that I've got is this rear bumper, and also this front lower bulkhead. As you can see here, I cracked this one, and it hasn't, it's hard to see on the camera, it doesn't really affect the running of this thing, but I've got it there, so I might as well replace it anyway. Alright guys, let's get to work. Oh, also, we're making this thing 6S. I've got another one of these Castle Mamba X waterproof. It's actually a crawler edition, but the KV of what this motor is here, which is a 3800, is the closest KV motor that I could find to the motor that's already in here, because I want it roughly about the same speed when I'm running it on 3S and 4S, but then I want the added capability of being able to run this thing on 6S if I want to. And I know guys, they say this motor's only rated up to 4S, but the ESC can do 6S, and I've been running these TRX4s on 6S for quite a while now, and they've been fine. So I'm just going to give it a go anyway and see what happens. Alright, so I'm just going to start off with just taking off the bits that I'm not going to use anymore. Alright, so I've got it stripped down as far as I'm going to strip it down. So these main parts here, I've got all the bearings out, and I can just sort of wash these under the sink now, get all this mud off and make this plastic all nice again. All the other bits are off. I want to clean all the diffs out because water's got into there. Here's the rear diff, give that all a nice clean out, and then all the bearings are in here. And I'm going to go through these, see if I can make them all smooth again. A couple of these are seized up. The ones that are seized I'll replace, the ones that I can make smooth again I'll put back in. Alright, I think I need some new bearings guys. I have ordered some new ones now, but I haven't come yet, and I want to get this thing put back together. So I'm going to try and revitalise these. I mean, about half of them, they were fully seized up. So I've taken these shields off, dunked them into this brake cleaner solution in here, got all the dirt out, and just sort of kind of managed to free them off. And I think I'm going to do that with all of them, and put the shields back on, re-grease them, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more life out of them. But guys, whenever they say an RC car's waterproof, guys, I've still yet to come across one where it doesn't kill the bearings. I've never yet seen any waterproof bearings, not for RC cars anyway. Next, I'm just going to wash some of these bits out in some warm soapy water. It's what I find sort of the easiest to get most of that dirt off. Alright, so I've got all these bearings dried off now, they're all freed up. So give them all a little drop of oil. So now all I've got to do is put these shields back on, figure out which one's for which, and then I can put my slash all back together again with all the new parts. In case anyone was wondering how to get these little things out, the easiest way that I found was just with like a Stanley knife and just tuck that into the edge like that and you can ping it out. Careful not to cut yourself though. Oh, nearly as good as new. Everything's clean, everything's oiled. Everything that's broken's been taken off, so now it's just a case of putting this thing back together again. By the way guys, if you're looking for these tips, they're called power tool tips, RC power tool tips, and you can normally find them in any decent model shop or on Amazon or eBay. But I never do anything up all the way with them because it has got a tendency to easily strip out the threads. So I always do the last little bit by hand. Let's have a look at this Techno centre drive shaft. So I'm not sure which end goes on which end. I suppose I'll figure it out. So this is the end that came off of the front. Here's the rear. Yeah, so that's definitely bigger. So that one I'm guessing goes on the rear. Alright, so I've got the RPM rear bumper here. That's part numbers right there. Front bumper, that's the part number there. Alright, let's get this Mambo X unboxed. Guys, leave a note in the comments. Do you reckon this would be any good in the slash? Alright, so it's all in and hopefully it will work. So next I've got a set of Badland tyres and the part number for those are, by the way, all of these mods that I've got on here are modifications that you guys recommended to me in the comments. Apart from the motor, that was kind of my own choice. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably going to be thinking, why didn't I just put in a bigger motor that can take 6S? Well, the reason being, I like to keep my bashers as light as possible. And if I put a big 8-scale motor in there, the bigger ESC is going to weigh it down, and it's not going to be any good for bashing anymore, because this is mainly a basher, and if I can do a couple of speed runs with it every now and then that's all good. Sorry, did I say Badlands earlier? I meant trenchers. I do give my stuff a good old beating, guys, but it's probably better condition than most, because the amount of maintenance that I do on these, I always keep everything in sort of tip-top condition. Even though I'm really hard on my stuff, I do look after it back at the shop. Alright, let's turn it on and see if she works. Success, baby! Oh God, that's like quarter throttle, guys. Oh dear. Oh God, that's crazy. Oh God, that's madness, guys. I mean, that was about half throttle, and it looked like the tyres were going to blow straight off the rims. I don't know what it's going to be like, guys, but it's going to be stupid fast. Make sure you subscribe, guys. We'll give that a speed run soon. Alright, body shell wise, I've got a couple of the Flowtech ones up here, look, guys. I've got one of them's a Raptor one, and the other one's, I don't know what the hell it is. And then over here, I've got a couple of these killer bodies. One of them's already painted up, and I've got a couple of clear ones there as well. But I haven't got any red paint. I mean, I want to make it my same colour scheme. I'm probably going to be running a Flowtech on here most of the time. So for now, I was going to chuck that on there, give it a quick blast in the workshop. Guys, that is insane. I'll have to get it outside. Yeah, quite hot. I probably shouldn't really be running it on 6S for that long, guys. I'll be running this thing on 3S most of the time, every now and then on 4S. Alright guys, that on 6S, that thing was crazy, guys. So make sure you subscribe, because we're going to take this thing out soon. We'll see how fast we can get this thing to go. But for normal bashing, I'm probably going to run it on 3 and 4S. And every now and then, for a little treat, we'll stick it onto 6S. So alright guys, that's it for this video. Remember, if you want to make a bit of extra cash, check out my course down below in the description, guys. So, hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, smash the bell button to stay notified. See you soon, guys.